this is a continuation of part 1 video. So here in this video I am going to cover about the meshing application of applying the boundary conditions, solving and post processing in stress concentrated area. Okay, if you wanted to model this geometry you have to view the part 1, otherwise you can directly go with part 2. Okay, thank you. The model and edit it. So now the model is successfully imported into the static structural setup window. Okay, so now let us create a path result in the geometry so that we can take a results at the particular junction. Okay, so for that right click the model, insert and create a construction geometry. Right click the construction geometry, you can create a path. Okay, so make this as a edge and we can select this edge and apply. Okay, you can verify that the arrow is going from top to bottom. Okay, if you wanted to change the path orientation you can flick path orientation. It means that the calculated stresses will be graphed from the point 1 to point 2 so that we can easily understand the graph. Okay, and similarly if you want you can go with another path also. Right click edge. So I wanted to create a path result at this junction and again I am flip the path orientation. So from here to here. Okay, similarly we can create another path. Select as edge, this edge. Okay, so by default it is the stress will be calculated from point 1 to point 2 so that we can easily able to understand what is happening inside. Okay, so these are all the pre-processing stage, and directly we can go with by default meshing. We can right click generate the mesh. Okay, no need to afraid of this meshing. First let us solve all these and again we will come to meshing. Okay, fixed support, so I am giving a support at this junction. So I am going to apply a load or force at this junction. So let it be a compressive load, or we can give it as a tensile also. Okay, so now I am taking a 5000 Newton as in compression. Okay, compressive load. So that's all we need to do. Okay, right click and solve it. Okay, so it is now completely solved. Now we can take a equivalent stress at the path. Okay, geometry selection, go to path and select the path, first path, and similarly insert stress, equivalent stress, path, select the path 2, create one more equivalent stress. Since we have created 3 paths, right? So right click and evaluate the results. Okay, so in this analysis we have fixed at one end and we are applying a 5000 Newton in another end, that is also a compressive load. So we will go with the body sizing of 1 mm. Okay, the total whole body we have splitted this body into with 1 mm element size. So after applying the boundary conditions we can solve it, generate the mesh. Okay. solve it. So after solving this, we can verify the results in the stress concentrated area. Okay, so now we can see the graph. Okay, how it is behaving, right? So whenever the discontinuity occurs, the stress will be maximum at the whole point. Okay, that is what here we can see. Okay, we can copy these results and open with Excel sheet. We can paste it here to compare the results how we are getting in each and every part. Okay, so this also we can copy these results and provide it here. And again, one more thing is, so we need to copy these results also. Copy and paste. Okay, now you can see all these values in a single graph. Go with chart, select all these equivalent stresses and click the chart. You will get a variety of stresses, okay, in all these areas, okay, in a single graph. Okay, so you can compare these results. Okay, see, at the whole area the maximum stress is around 20 megapascal in this region. Here around 25 megapascal in this region. Here is the maximum stress occurred. Okay, so thank you for watching. Okay, you can create your own stepped geometry or your own geometry and make some discontinuity and measure the stress value at the junction and compare the result to understand the concepts. Okay, thank you.